So as Keir Starmer goes in to kiss hands and to meet the King, to discuss what his plans are, Gordon Brown has talked about this being a business-like meeting, and then eventually Lady Starmer will go in to join her husband. So Keir Starmer has got to sort out his cabinet, and there's two people missing now. Jonathan Ashworth, who lost the seat to an independent candidate who was standing really to point out Labour's failure, the country's failure to deal with the Gaza-Israel problem. And I think this is about divorcing the attack by the IDF and by Netanyahu from our natural support for Israel as a country and a democracy in a difficult area of the world. And I don't think anyone can stand back and not condemn the brutality of Netanyahu's plans, which don't seem to ever stop. And when he pauses in Gaza, he turns his attention to Lebanon. And the number of civilians who have died in this siege is staggering. So Jonathan Ashworth was first elected to Parliament, was Shadow Paymaster General on Starmer's opposition front bench. He was first elected in 2011. He served as Shadow Health Secretary during the pandemic. He was regarded as a strong media performer, but he was pushed into second place in his constituency by an independent candidate running on this pro-Palestinian ticket. And the other person who has lost is Tangam Debonair, the Shadow Culture Secretary, who'd represented the now reshaped seat of Bristol West since 2015, after ousting the Liberal Democrats. But on Thursday she lost to Carla Denyer, the co-leader of the Green Party. This takes the Green Party's seats from, I think, 1 to 4. But nevertheless, these are two significant members of the Labour shadow cabinet who were expecting to be taking up senior roles in the new governing cabinet. Who is going to be the culture secretary now? It's an important job, and it's been so much a job that's tossed off by the outgoing Conservative party as something for would-be big ministers to get their feet under the table and to learn the ropes of running a ministry. So that for 14 years, really, nobody has taken that job seriously. Matt Hancock was the culture secretary. Jeremy Hunt, culture secretary. Syed Javid, culture secretary. Nadine Dorries, Michelle Donnellan, Lucy Fraser, all fundamentally useless. None of them dealing with the real issues, sometimes attacking the BBC. But there are so many important concepts there, because as we move into Brexit, one of the primary exports we've got is our culture and our arts. And for them not to be represented seriously is a major shortcoming in our parliamentary democracy. So I hope that Keir Starmer will give this serious thought, and I hope they will take the job more seriously than the stash of incompetence, including Oliver Dowden, the stash of utterly incompetent individuals who seem to have no interest in the arts, in culture. And think about it, so many people come to this country to take in a show while they're here, to visit some of these great sites that we that we promote. So many, and we export our cultural heritage all the time, and yet it isn't defended by people in Parliament who take it as a serious job, or it hasn't been for the last 14 years. So now is an opportunity for Keir Starmer to seize the initiative and to do something that is positive and meaningful for the arts.